Echoes of Us by Cecilia L. Chiantet, Chapter 7. Secret between siblings. It had been 2 months since Dad left for Asval. He called tonight. His voice was calm and steady as always, but this time it came with good news. "I'll be back in a week, sweetheart." Just those words, and I nearly jumped with joy. 1 more week. Just 7 more days until everything would feel whole again. The next day at school, I told Robert. He smiled softly. "That's great," he said. He didn't say much, but I could tell he was genuinely happy for me. After school, as always, he walked me to the gate. Even though my house was just a short distance away, he never let me walk alone. It was his quiet way of making sure I was safe. Every single day since school started, he would stand at the gate and watch until I reached home. Some days I'd wave. Some days I'd just smile. But he never missed a day. But today, something was different. As we reached the school gate, laughing softly about something silly one of our teachers had said, I looked up, and there he was, Adrian, standing by the gate, leaning against the wall with his arms crossed. The moment I saw him, I froze. My heart skipped. Did he see us together? Did he hear us? Did we look too close? Robert noticed a sudden change in me, but before either of us could say anything, Adrian straightened up. He called out, loud enough to break whatever moment we were in, "Jane." Just that one word, but enough to make my stomach twist with nerves. I stepped forward slowly, trying to act natural. "Hey, Adrian," I said, my voice steadier than I felt. He looked at Robert, then back at me, not angry, just curious, too curious. Adrian's eyes narrowed slightly as he looked from Robert to me and back again. Then he asked casually, but I knew him well enough to hear the meaning beneath his tone. "Who's he? Do we have a boyfriend I haven't heard about?" I froze. My palms felt sweaty. My mind scrambled for the right words, but nothing came out clearly. I mumbled almost too softly, He's a friend." Robert didn't flinch. He stepped forward just a little, offering a polite smile, calm as ever. "Hi," he said, extending his hand. "My name is Robert. I'm Jane's friend from school." Adrian took his hand slowly and shook it, firm but measured. That protective cousin energy was radiating off him. He raised an eyebrow and asked, "Are you both in the same class?" Without looking at each other, we both answered too quickly, "Yes." There was an awkward pause. I could practically feel Robert holding back a grin. Adrian gave us that I'm not buying this, but I'll let it go for now. Look. He didn't press further, but his silence was loud. He stepped aside and said, "Come on, let's walk home. Dinner will be ready soon." I nodded and turned to Robert, trying to keep my expression neutral. "See you tomorrow," I said quickly. He smiled with a soft laugh and whispered, "That went well, don't you think?" I gave him a half-hearted glare and mouthed, "You're enjoying this." He just winked. Inside the house, Adrian didn't say anything more, but I had a strong feeling that tomorrow's breakfast would come with a lot of brotherly questions. And maybe it was finally time to stop hiding how I felt. That night after dinner, I was helping Mom wash the dishes when Adrian peeked into the kitchen. "Jane," he said casually, "come to the balcony when you're done. I need to talk to you." I sighed. Here it comes. A few minutes later, I joined him outside. The air was cool, and the soft glow of streetlights made the trees look like silhouettes. He leaned on the railing, arms crossed again, that teasing smirk barely hidden. "So, he started, this Robert guy." I groaned, leaning against the other side. "He's just a friend." He said. "A friend who walks you to the gate every day. A friend who makes you laugh like that. A friend who stares at you like you're the only one in the room." I said nothing. Adrian turned toward me more seriously. "Look, Jane, I'm not here to judge. I just want to make sure you're okay. You know we're not kids anymore. Relationships come with a lot of things. Feelings, distractions, sometimes heartbreak." I looked at him, surprised by the sudden shift in his tone. He continued, "But if he's a good guy, and you really like him, I trust your judgment." I blinked, caught off guard by his softness. "Really?" He nodded. But if he ever makes you cry, tell me. I'll drive to his house." We both laughed. The next morning, I was sitting by myself to get sunlight through my bedroom window. Since the weather was a bit cold, Adrian leaned on my doorframe, sipping his coffee. He raised an eyebrow and asked casually, "So, have you told Annie yet? About you and Robert?" I shook my head, brushing my hair in front of the mirror. "No, not yet. We've only just started. I'm not ready." He nodded slowly. "Okay, I'll keep quiet for now. But," he looked at me with that cousin big brother gaze, "if you or Robert ever cross the line, emotionally or otherwise, I won't stay quiet. I'll tell both your mom and dad." I sighed. "I understand. I respect that." And honestly, I already knew. One day, they're all going to know. But I wanted it to be when I was ready. When we were ready. Chapter 8 coming soon. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel.